In the heart of London, 17 contestants are gathered from all corners of the UK, gearing up for the ultimate showdown.
The aim is to support children with their mental health.
£10,000 is up for grabs to turn their game-changing ideas into reality.
Dr. Nizar, you are so nice.
Meet the power trio of panelists, Dr. Al-Hilli, an Islamic speaker and director at Dar al-Islam, and author with outstanding Islamic knowledge.
There is a gap in the market to help our brothers and sisters who are reverts.
Dr. Nizar Merali, a renowned doctor, a speaker at the Salam Center, and an esteemed advocate for health.
I'm interested in coming into it, not to earn money for myself. I'll probably buy shares on behalf of the Salam Center.
And Dr. Shabbir Tejani, a prominent Noha reciter, a GP doctor, and a successful businessman.
So what sort of revenue streams do you have for this so that you can keep going and keep developing this idea?
As they analyze and decide who has the community's most fitting idea. It's not just a competition. It's a journey through tough stages where dreams meet reality, an endeavor to captivate and impress the Imam of our time.
Whoever makes it through is still serving the Ahlul Bayt.
I think with this one, we've got to say, let's see.
But who will rise to claim the title of the Infallible Servant winner? Previously on the Infallible Servant.
My idea about comprehensive funeral services for Shia Muslims here.
The GP needs somebody like you, your service, to decide for them, am I going to die at home?
Storytelling was a very good way of delivering message to children as well as instilling values. It helps them with their imagination, with their literacy.
So is there any revenue stream that you're planning to have from this podcast?
If a woman just got divorced and a center calls your charity and say, this lady we have, she got divorced, what is it that you will do?
A spiritual guided counseling and therapy. That's the first step, really.
My product is a mobile application that will contain nasheeds, latmiyas, qasidas, you name it, we'll have it.
What seems to be your motivation is just
Ali, you might have forgotten to mention, it's written here. He has actually written Quran, he's written Islamic
I know,
lectures.
you keep on telling me about what's written. I'm asking him and I'm looking at the presentation.
The journey continues as the competition heats up.
Congratulations to both of you. You have made it to the semi-finals of the Infallible Servants.
Our initial contestant steps onto the stage with a mission to present idea aimed at nurturing children's self-esteem.
I'm Zainab Saboor and I'm 23 years old. So I have an extensive background. I studied undergraduate law and then I didn't enjoy it, so I went on and I did a master's in strategy and international business.
You'll be facing the panelists in a bit. How do you feel?
Excited, but also the anticipation's killing me, so I just want to be in there to get the suspense over with.
Okay, well, I wish you the best of luck, and inshallah, I'll see you after this round.
Inshallah, thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. How are you, sister?
Very good, alhamdulillah.
Welcome to the Infallible Servant. Can you introduce yourself? Tell us where you're from.
Sure, so I'm Zainab and I am from across the globe. So I was born and brought up in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. I lived in Dubai, which is where I did my high school. I then moved to London for my university and then I live in Birmingham now. So,
MashaAllah.
Bit colorful.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so you have 3 minutes to pitch your idea. Bismillah.
Okay. So I was thinking very hard about how I would start the presentation, and I thought that I wouldn't be able to do justice to it without taking you on a ride on where I got this idea from. So here we go. This is Zainab, severely insecure, super underconfident, and wouldn't dare speak out in public. And this is also Zainab, senior prefect, madrasa teacher, head of the Law Society, anti-bullying committee member, entrepreneur, course representative, volunteer, campus ambassador, so on and so forth. Now, I know what you're probably thinking, who are these two Zainabs and what does that have to do with today? Well, I am both. Both Zainabs are me. One is slightly younger, one's slightly older, but they're both part of me. And the only difference between the older Zainab and the new version Zainab is the use of my voice. So I then went on to study law at university. I started a few companies while at university, one of them being a debating company. And today we teach kids across Asia debating and public speaking. And then I lived happily ever after. Not quite. So we've all heard about the saying that goes, if you found yourself, you found your Lord. And I thought I found myself, but I just couldn't find my Lord. And that's when I realized that I completely forgot about the two biggest assets that we have, which is the Quran and the Ahlul Bayt. And that's when I realized that Islam tells us that seeking knowledge is an act of worship and disseminating it is a way to get closer to Allah. So why not combine the two with my experience in debating to do exactly that, which is why I'm here today. With every generation, a new struggle that comes with passing on that knowledge and igniting that spark and that love for the Ahlul Bayt in the hearts of our kids. And that's not necessarily their fault. It's for us to understand how we can innovate and make it more fun for them to learn, which is why I brought the idea of Leading Voices, which combines the Ahlul Bayt and the Quran as the bedrock in debating and public speaking. So it combines the two so that they can get the skills to stand up for themselves in public and raise their voices against injustice, but then at the same time, while doing so, having 100% conviction in their beliefs and knowing that they're standing up for the truth and that truth is going to take them closer in their path to their Lord. With that, I urge you to invest in the future of your children and their children, so that tomorrow we can have a community of little Zainabs and Alis that can live every single day of their lives as the true infallible servants. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you very much, Sister Zainab, for that excellent presentation.
Thank you.
I don't know about the judges, but I'm a bit confused because I don't know what is your idea yet.
Okay.
What is it that you're pitching here?
Zainab's presentation was undoubtedly well articulated, yet it appears to have sparked a surge of inquiries among the discerning panelists, leaving them with more questions than answers.
In 10 seconds.
In 10 seconds.
Tell me what is your idea?
What is the product or what is the service?
Right, so it is basically an online platform that provides courses for kids between the ages of 6 to 18. So these are sessions that are going to be delivered by people from our community, so mostly students that are going to be trained. The courses are based on, let's say, surahs or sahifa or Najul Balaga. So the bedrock of that is Islam. And the outcome of that is learning those skills and getting closer to your religion.
So just give me a bit of nuts and bolts about this one. So you've talked about your target demographics, which is great. So how would we get the attention of those individuals or the parents or the teachers? And how will we end up guiding them to your platform? What is your platform? Is it a website? Is it YouTube? Is it another form of social media?
Yeah.
And then what sort of content do you produce? How frequently do you produce it? How long does it last? Is it one-to-one? Is it one to a multiple number of people? How does that work?
So basically, it will be a website. It's not a pre-recorded session because that defies the purpose of actually debating. So the sessions will take place on a platform called Zoom or ClassIn. They're a set of, let's say, 8 to 12 classes, let's say once a week. So every Saturday, you have a class for 2 hours or an hour debating on the type of course you've signed up for.
Okay, so can I just stop you here? So I'm not really following, I'm sorry.
Okay,
I just want to be clear on this. So let's go back. My daughter's 8-year-old. She's interested in debating, okay? I tell her, Baba, I know there's an organization called Leading Voices. Just walk me through exactly what will be beneficial for my daughter. What can I do for my daughter so that she can be good at debating?
So I think what Ali is trying to say is that, for example, when we go into your website, what's the first thing we see?
What is it? What do we do?
So it will literally be register your interest. I think all the panelists were asking pretty interesting questions, and they're obviously trying to play devil's advocate to get the most out of it. I did love the questions that Al-Hilli, Dr. Al-Hilli presented. I think his questions were they were really hard pressing, but then I hope I did justice to the answers. But yeah, his questions were quite challenging to take, but I love a good challenge, so yeah.
Okay, I register my interest.
Okay, let's say your daughter's name is Zahra. Zahra has the option of choosing 4 different courses, and we automatically assign her to that classroom, and then she gets her login credentials, and she doesn't have to prepare anything in advance. So she comes onto that course and we teach her from A to Z.
By the way, my daughter is called Zahra.
Oh, is she? Oh, wow, I did not know that.
We did your research.
This was not planned.
You've done your research well.
So the product is very clear to me.
Okay.
And I commend you for that, and I think it will be very useful. Few things I need to ask very quickly. Earlier you said within our communities. Do you mean just the Khoja community or wider Shia community?
So the larger Shia community.
So relating to that, your marketing of this product is vital, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I mean, you said that you'll be actually visiting centers. That's not practical, really.
Right.
To visit the centers, what, in Dubai and Toronto, everywhere. So, I mean, you need to just think a little bit more widely.
Okay.
How are you going to market this wonderful, wonderful product?
Yeah.
So how do you get money from this business? You know, what are your revenue streams? Is it a subscription model? Do they pay a one-off fee for each class that they attend? How does it work?
Essentially, what the financial system looks like in terms of the business model is you pay for the course that your child signs up to.
What's the cost for one session?
At £10.
£10 per day?
Per hour.
Okay.
So
okay,
for
fine.
example, if it's an 8-week course, and that's 8 hours, then it's £80.
How much do you pay a facilitator for that hour?
So the facilitator gets £15 an hour.
£15 an hour, okay. And where have you found these facilitators? Because I presume they have to have some level of specialty in the area to be able to lead that discussion.
Students in universities. So we have students studying literature, arts, all sorts of humanities that are perfectly capable, and they're looking for part-time jobs. So why not just give them the opportunity to do that?
Sorry, how many children per class did you say?
So it would have to be around 8 children for a minimum for the debate to take place, because it's 4 versus 4.
So you're making about £65 profit per hour. I think all in all, I'm very, very impressed with your presentation. And I like the idea as well. I just think that in terms of the nuts and bolts, we just need to fine tune it a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, good idea overall.
Final feedback?
Yeah, sure. So the product is good. The concept is good. The background is good. Your experience is there. But all your experiences and all your knowledge is on the debating side.
Yeah.
Not necessarily Islamics as such.
Yeah.
And you yourself confessed that and said that you'll pull in a scholar. And so my advice to you is that the choice of a scholar is vital.
I know.
Yeah. My suggestion to you as feedback, final feedback, is to say, while you're doing this as well, why not set up, you know, when the resources are available, set up teams within different areas, or a team in the UK, where you can go to local centers and organize these debates for those children that you're teaching online. And so bring them together and actually let them experience real debating, where they see each other physically, rather than just we teach them online, which I don't think is that powerful compared to actually having that interaction, which is what the real
I do understand. I do understand where you're coming from. See, I don't know if I'm going to make it to the next round. I think the only thing that I take away from today is that I have to give my 100% and then just leave it to God.
Thank you so much for your ideas, and may Allah bless you. Thank you.
May Allah bless you all too. Thank you.
Okay, sister, well presented. How did that go?
Yeah, I feel like it was interesting. I mean, the judges, the feedback they gave was amazing, and I had a lot of fun. It was great having all those questions coming and putting me on pressure. It literally makes me feel amazing.
Despite a rocky start for the first contestant, Zainab exhibited commendable composure, skillfully addressing all the questions posed by the panel. Her quick responses aimed to leave the judges content and satisfied with her performance.
I was just a bit surprised that the whole presentation she didn't even say what is it that she wants. That sort of blew me. You know, I was like,
until you pinned
what's going on here? Did I miss something?
No, I think all 3 of us were probably.
Yeah, I was like, what is it?
Yeah.
Because it was all about her life, which was beautiful. It was really good story, but what is it?
Yeah.
I think she missed that out completely.
Stepping onto the spotlight next are 2 best friends who, fueled by their love for the Ahl al-Bayt and a deep sense of pride in their Muslim identity.
My name is Zahra Almahdawi and I'm 21 years old.
And my name is Batul and I'm 21 years old.
I have come on the show to be able to represent our clothing brand.
And I've come on this show for similar reasons, but also to spread awareness for Ahl al-Bayt clothing and to show that as students we are also able to show khidmah to Imam Hussein and Ahl al-Bayt alayhim as-salam, but also studying and reaching our goals.
We're about to face the panelists. Are you guys ready?
Very excited. Yeah.
I wish you the best of luck, and inshallah we'll see you after this round.
Inshallah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you so much for coming, sisters. Can you introduce yourself and tell us where you're from, please?
Yeah, thank you so much for having us here today. My name is Zahra Al-Mahdawi. I am from Iraq. I was born and raised here in London.
And my name is Batul. I'm from Iraq and I was born in Holland and raised here in London.
Very welcome. Okay, so you have 3 minutes to pitch your idea. Bismillah.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Batul and I are here to represent Ahl al-Bayt Clothing, a clothing brand dedicated to represent the Shia Muslims in our community. Growing up as a Shia Muslim in the UK has not been easy, as we are in the minority. Personally, my confidence only started to grow when I surrounded myself in communities that were proud of their Shia identity. This is why Ahl al-Bayt Clothing focuses on empowering such communities. In particular, Ahl al-Bayt societies at university, which we also call them ABSOCs. We saw that there were no other organizations that were financially aiding these ABSOCs. So we took the initiative to start Ahl al-Bayt Clothing to not only fund these ABSOCs, but also to promote Shia identity, as well as fostering professional growth through Ahl al-Bayt Union.
We collaborate with ABSOCs on design ideas, as well as handling design, production, marketing, shipping, and taking all financial risks. Profits are then reinvested by ABSOCs into their own events and activities to honour the Ahl al-Bayt and foster safe and supportive environments. So our team is the heart of Ahl al-Bayt Clothing. Each and every one of us is a dedicated volunteer to honour the Ahl al-Bayt and shows passion and diversity among the community. Our community, we're not just colleagues, we are a community, and we are based in various areas. We collaborate with different ABSOCs as well. So judges, we're here to ask you for the 10K as we are building our relationship. So therefore, being able to work as a community, it definitely impacts us. For the prize, it will lower our profit margins, it will lower our production costs, and in turn increase our profit margins. This will help us benefit and help the university societies and expand our funded events, such as the Model of Life initiative and others you can see on the presentation behind me.
Finally, judges, I would just like to say an investment in Ahl al-Bayt Clothing is an investment in a business committed to community building and representing the Ahl al-Bayt alayhim as-salam. A business that is proud of their creed and setting the groundwork for the awaited Imam Ajjal Farajah. Thank you so much. We have also brought some hoodies with us for you guys to have a look at.
I was hoping you were going to give me this colour.
Thank you so much. Are they all Ya Ali?
Mine has got...
Oh, so mine's Ali, because I'm Ali. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The profit made, you can help Islamic societies, ABSOCs.
Yes, so this is already in the works. We've already started this. We've already been able to support many majalis, and we sell our hoodies each at around roughly £30 on an average per hoodie. It costs us £15, including with the prints per hoodie. We have special designs for ABSOCs. So we've asked ABSOCs themselves what designs would they like. So each ABSOC society across UK that have collaborated with us, every hoodie that they sell at an event, or just in general, if any hoodies that are bought from our website, they will receive £5 profit per hoodie, which means every 20 hoodies that they sell, they receive £100 from the profit that can go into funding their events. But as a gift from us, we then give them £100 on top of that as a bonus, meaning every 20 hoodies sold, they get £200.
So you make £15 profit, £5 goes back to the ABSOC.
Yes.
You give them an extra £5 as a goodwill gesture. What happens to the other £5?
The other £5 will go back into the Ahlul Bayt clothing or Ahlul Bayt Union. As Batul mentioned in the presentation, we take all financial risks, we deal with shipping and marketing, so that's where the extra 5 will go into.
So Ahlul Bayt Society is the umbrella organization under which all the ABSOCs are, is that right? Or is there no connection between Ahlul Bayt Society? Ahlul Bayt Society is an ABSOC, or
is it Ahlul Bayt Union?
Sorry, Ahlul Bayt Union, I meant. Ahlul Bayt Union is the umbrella organization, is it?
ABSOCs are just societies at universities, and then Ahlul Bayt Union is an organization that does events to foster them in professionally, and they do that through
lectures, majalis. So Ahlul Bayt Union.
It's an independent organization.
Yeah, it's an independent organization that helps and foster professional growth among the university students.
So now, what will you use the £10,000 if you were to win it? What will you use it for?
This £10,000 will allow us to buy our hoodies in bulk.
In bulk?
In bulk.
So
cheaper production.
So instead of £15, it might cost you £13.
Yes,
for example.
Exactly.
Sorry, I just wanted to interject here. So if you're going to buy in bulk, but then the designs are bespoke to what the ABSOC gives you, how can you order it in bulk? Because each design is specific to that particular ABSOC.
We buy the hoodies in bulk, and then we are the ones who print it out.
You do the printing
separately.
yourself,
Yes.
do you? Okay, fine. Makes sense.
So £15, instead of £15, it will cost you £13 if you buy in bulk. But you will need that bulk items to be stored somewhere, and that might cost you £3 to store.
We've been storing it in our homes, our garages, because we all run on a voluntary basis.
So, what sort of figures are we talking about here? I mean, what how much money do you get out of all your products? Do you make per month on average?
£200 to £300 on average.
What's your revenue?
600. I don't think they heard us. I don't think they listened to us enough. I don't think they saw where we were actually coming from. I think they were more worried about the
profits
finances and the money behind it. Whereas the idea is there, and it's been going on for about a year now, and it's been working, and it has been sustainable. Also, just one more thing to also consider is these hoodies have the Ahlul Bayt name on them, like a front face in front of everyone. This helps us represent ourselves without even needing to say a word.
Exactly.
So I'm looking at the hoodie. Where does it say Ahlul Bayt or something?
No, the Ahlul Bayt's name. So Ya Ali or Zahra.
Oh, I see.
Representing us as.
I see. So it doesn't have a logo of Ahlul
the
Bayt.
university ones do.
All right. So quick feedback.
Yeah, I like the enthusiasm that you have. I think you just need to look at the business with a bit more of a focused eye. I think as Ali said, that the volume's not there at the moment. You got to look at creating awareness, marketing, getting your name out there, developing your brand a bit more, and then you'll be hitting the bigger numbers.
Yeah, I think you have to scale it up a bit as well, isn't it? We were talking about volume, and online you could increase the volume even more. You could go across not only the UK Ahlul Bayt societies, but global
Ahlul Bayt societies.
Yeah, I mean, I personally love your enthusiasm, your commitment for the cause, and that's brilliant. It really is brilliant to see the next generation really caring and on a volunteer basis, of course, as students. But thank you so much for coming and pitching, and thank you for your gift. May Allah bless you, inshallah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Once again, thank you so much for giving us this incredible opportunity. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Thank you.
How did it go? Because I believe there was a lot of figures and a lot of financial talk. How do you think that went?
I think it went okay. I think we still were able to showcase our idea. I think that was the whole point of this first round for us. I think we weren't prepared enough for the figures to come about. But I think, inshallah, if we make it through to the next round, we'll be able to showcase that to the judges. But yeah, alhamdulillah, regardless, it was good.
Yeah, I think we've learned a lot from this round, and I think for the next round, we would love to show what we do with the prize money.
Despite the lingering concerns among the panelists regarding the project's sustainability, have the two girls presented enough evidence to demonstrate their capability?
Yeah,
what do you guys
so
think?
It reminded me of my university days. These girls are full of enthusiasm and fervor to do something.
Yeah, I think that there's two issues for me. The first one is that it's not really a viable business, is it? There's not producing enough revenue. But the second thing, which is a bigger concern, is that it's a very easy model to replicate. You know, making hoodies, printing designs onto hoodies, anybody can do that. You can go down to the market and get it done in 20, 30 minutes.
Somebody will undercut them. The moment they undercut them, they'll be. But I don't see that £10,000 utilized in an effective manner, put it this way.
I agree with that.
Stepping onto the stage next is a contestant dedicated to cultivating a more informed and enthusiastic Muslim generation.
My name is Suhayla Mirali and I'm 33 years old. I've come on the show to tell everyone about the amazing product that we have and to find out more about how I can become the infallible servant.
Are you nervous? Do you think things are, you've got everything under control, inshallah?
I think I'm trying to be cool as a cucumber, but inside I'm really nervous.
Well, I wish you the best of luck, and inshallah we'll see you after this.
Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. How are you, sister?
Alhamdulillah, I'm well, thank you.
Inshallah. Alhamdulillah. So just introduce yourself and let us know where you're from as well.
My name is Suhayla Mirali and I'm from London.
London. Where specifically in London?
I live in Harefield, but I go to Stanmore.
Is there any relation to Nizar Merali?
Through marriage, but not
through marriage,
directly.
okay. All right, excellent.
There's no conflict.
Merali family is huge.
So just remind me whose wife are you?
Shabbir, Dr. Shabbir.
Oh, right. Shabbir Hassan Mirali.
Shabbir Hassan Mirali, okay. So that means it's just me and Shabbir are going to ask questions, huh? There's a conflict of interest. Yeah, okay. Excellent. All right, so you have 3 minutes to present your idea, inshallah.
Okay. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. My name is Suhayla Mirali, and I am here today from Mind My Soul. Around 3 years ago, when my daughter first started nursery, she came home one day really excited, swinging out the affirmation, "I am brave." Whilst I loved the concept, I felt that there was something missing. Yearning for our lives to truly follow the path of the Ahlul Bayt and remember Allah in everything we do, I wanted the affirmations to follow suit, teaching her that everything within us and around us comes from Him. I searched the market far and wide, and with no luck, began a journey. This was the birth of Mind My Soul, a company that is dedicated to creating enduring, impactful products for the growth of the Wa'al Ummah, with Allah at the center. Alongside 2 expert partners, Isra Al-Tayya, an Islamic life coach, and Ilham Shray, who is an illustrator, we spent 2 years developing our first product, Asma Plus Me. I will hand these out to you, if that's okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 35 God-centric affirmation cards for children over 5. We know that affirmations are useful tools to develop a positive, strong and healthy mindset. However, when we link these affirmations as a reflection of the Asma of Allah, we connect ourselves to Him. And that means that Asma Plus Me is a tool which is guiding our children to be their best self and meet their full potential in this world and in the Akhirah. If you flip the cards over, you'll see there are 4 sections on the back of the cards. We've got an introduction, which teaches the learning in a simple way. You've got an activity in a variety of activity styles, so to suit different learning styles. And they are practical activities to embed the learning. Discussion questions to prompt reflection for the whole family. And finally, a concise take-home message, which is in the first person to allow the child to own their learning journey. What makes our product stand out? We spent 2 years developing this. It's expert reviewed, it's been looked at by Islamic scholars, teachers, and speech and language therapists. The cards, the 35 pack, covers 5 themes from the mind, the body, the soul, relationships around us, and the environment. It's adapted to cater for special educational needs. You'll see the unique QR code on the back of the card, which links to a video where we've got a Makaton sign of the affirmation, the name of Allah, and the meaning as well. But most importantly, it's been tried and tested in families from a range of backgrounds, and the feedback has been overwhelmingly positive. Our core values at Mind My Soul are quality and connection, which we've already spoken about. But integrity is also part. We make conscious decisions about what we're doing. We are careful with what we do. And sustainability. You'll see that the cards are printed on FSC certified paper. We are plastic free. We're striving to be as plastic free as we can. And we're conscious of the environment and what we do. Thank you for listening. Any questions?
Thank you very much. Looks like a great product, but I'm not really sure why you need the money. What do you need the money to do?
Suhayla delivered a fantastic pitch. However, Dr. Hilli appeared to harbour questions, particularly regarding the financial aspect of this project.
So, as I mentioned to you before, our biggest journey is we want this product to be as accessible as possible. So we've just created this product. We spent 2 years creating it. Now we want to get it out there, and we've got it in one language at the moment. We've got it in English. Now, whilst the people in this country speak English, that's great, but we want to get it across the world. So we want to translate it into other languages as a first port of call. And then we also want to ensure that we can actually give it accessibility. So we know that there are madrasas, schools, Arabic schools everywhere. So we want to be able to ensure that we can actually reach those areas by getting out there, getting the product out there. Marketing is expensive. We're a small business. We've inputted everything we have into getting this product there. Our experts have done everything as benefits in kind up until now. And to really get it to the next stage, we want to hire people to actually do the work and ensure that it's done to the best quality of standard, as quality is one of our key points.
Fantastic. I absolutely love this brand. And I would love to get this for my boys, actually. So just tell me...
Are you going to buy it?
I would, yeah, absolutely. Where can I buy this from?
You can keep that one.
Oh, thank you so much.
Is this a gift?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Oh, amazing. You have to say yes now.
No.
You're not going to say no.
No, I love the brand. I love what you've done so far. I love the fact you've done your market research. You've got experts in the field involved. You've done your, you've got testimonials, everything from, the type of paper you use, a card you use rather, to actually getting experts to kind of certify this. Now, question I have is, how much does it cost you to make one of these fully sort of shipped and landed to your front door?
£7.50.
And what do you retail it for?
£19.99.
Okay, fantastic. And what sort of channels do you use to sell to
people?
Yeah, retail.
The first port of call was essentially online, trying to reach as many people as we can by optimizing our SEO and getting that out there.
Yeah.
Our intention is to go to lots of marketing, like stalls that you do, for example, expositions where we can exhibit our product. And then finally, we did an event at Hujjat Stanmore, which was amazing. We wanted to be able to replicate this, which was for Milad al-Nabi. We actually took the affirmation cards and created them as linking them to the characteristics of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the kids were able to actually embrace that and live that by doing activities linked. And then we want to be able to do more of that to actually showcase how the cards work and sell them at those kinds of
What
events.
about at places like Amazon or sort of online e-commerce, that kind of platform?
Our plan eventually is to get out to distributorship. I would hesitate away from Amazon because
margins are
tight. Are quite low,
yeah.
And I feel like if you can get it, I want to stick to kind of Muslim businesses because we want to support them.
Fantastic.
Okay, so you've got Asma and Me is going to be an organization or a company that produces several products.
Yeah, so Asma plus Me is this product. The company is Mind My Soul.
Oh, I see. You want £10,000 to do exactly what?
To market the product, to be able to go to
Because
events.
you just said you've marketed it.
But no, I said that's what we're going to do.
Or you want to market this product?
Yeah, so we've done one event so far.
£10,000 to market Asma and Me.
A portion to market Asma plus Me, £5,000, £6,000, but also a portion to figure out what we want to do next in terms of looking at the market, looking at what kids need, seeing what's out there, trying and testing other products. There's one in particular that really grilled us. That was Dr. Ali Al-Hilli. He was just pressed on why we need the money and how we're going to use the money.
The product is fantastic and beautiful product. And as you rightly say, you have to get it in other languages, you have to go global, you have to add the other. I'm surprised you stopped at 35 cards instead of 99.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to keep on building it up to 99. But I've just read it. I've seen this product for the first time. I didn't know anything about it. I read those 4 sections at the back of the card. beautiful.
Dr. Nizar, sorry, I'm just going to interject here. I actually think going into more languages is probably not the best thing to do at this stage.
You may be right. Yes, it's too early.
Yeah, I think it's way too early. I think
it's too early. Look, in Britain, in the Western world, we can stick to English only. But I'm thinking about 5-10 years later when she needs to reach Japan and Germany, etc.
Yeah.
But she will one day, knowing her.
Inshallah.
It will not reach my 9 grandchildren unless today I take it to them, which I will, and I'm meeting them, and I'll take it. But this is the most powerful thing. 70% of your budget has to be spent on marketing.
Yes. I actually would love to see the brand on the front of the box.
Okay.
You've got Asma and me, but there's nothing about mind my soul.
Yeah.
Unless I look, and it's really so like on a watermark at the back. So I didn't know that was your brand. I actually thought Asma and me was the brand.
Okay.
So I would change that one thing. And to be honest with you, if you don't win this competition, I would love to work with you as well, with your team. So if you don't win this competition, then by all means, contact me, and I'd love to mentor you on this journey.
That would be amazing. Thank you so much.
I'm just going to delve into the product itself.
Sure.
Do you have any evidence that this is a useful product?
Yes.
Which is what?
So we tested it on over 30 kids of different ages. So they were aged from 4 all the way up to over 11. So it was tested in a Year 6 classroom in an Islamic school. It was tested by parents of different backgrounds. It was tested by, so when I say different backgrounds, I mean Iraqi, Kurd, lots of different people, Sunni and Shia. We've tested it out. The kids go away remembering what they're supposed to know because they've practically learned it.
I think this type of tangible products, there is some merit in not having to turn the wheel again, but more the number of products in the market, the better. And more choice does the consumer have.
But other organizations are more established, they've got a higher reach.
I think they have a vision that maybe that other organization doesn't have.
Yeah, but the more organizations we create, we're creating more division.
No, not necessarily at all. No, there's all entrepreneurs, all individual products, etc.
And if they can do it better than the organizations, then
can I add, if he changes his mind, Shabbir, or even if he doesn't change his mind,
we're going together.
I'm interested in coming into it, not to earn money for myself. I'll probably buy shares on behalf of the Salam Center.
That would be amazing. Thank you so much.
Okay, my feedback is that, it's so important you're focused on God centricity, and, sometimes you get distracted. But it's vital that we teach our children about God, who God is. The Ahlul-Bayt, Salamullahi alayhim, are the mediators towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They take us faster to God.
Yep.
And so, you've done that brilliantly in this product.
Well done.
Thank you so much. May Allah bless you.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Okay, well, that was an amazing round. The panelists seem to like your idea. How do you feel?
It feels really good, alhamdulillah, to see that 2 years of hard work has been proven.
Well, I think that's an amazing product. Do you think the panelists like it well enough to go to the next round?
Inshallah, they do. I don't want to say I'm quietly confident, but let's see what happens.
Suhayla's idea has resonated strongly with the panelists, who not only express genuine appreciation, but also extend an offer to mentor her. The air is charged with optimism for Suhayla. Could this be the golden opportunity that propels her into the next round of the competition?
God knows who will win. If she does not win,
she has both of your support.
Yeah, she has. But what
you're putting your cash.
But what I'm saying, even if somebody were to loan her, it has reached a stage where she can probably return that loan within 3 years.
Yeah. No, I don't doubt that.
That's where it has reached.
I don't doubt that. We'll see. We'll have to see.
The final idea of the day began with a pure intention: to assist a convert in embarking on her prayer journey. However, it quickly transformed into a concept that holds the potential to aid numerous others on their own prayer journeys.
My name is Mustafa Hemani and I'm 46 years old. I studied IT in university and I am a businessman. I have a couple of optical practices. I'm currently a trustee of Horizon Charitable Trust.
Brother Mustafa, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
It's great to have you. We're about to face the panelists. Do you think you have what it takes?
Yes, inshallah. Whatever Allah decides is best.
Inshallah. I wish you the best of luck.
How are you, brother? You're well,
Alhamdulillah,
inshallah.
shukr.
Thank
Yes.
you so much for coming to the Infallible Servant. Can you introduce yourself, please, and let us know where you're from?
My name is Mustafa Hemani. I'm from London, Stanmore Jamaat, Hujjat.
Excellent. Great. So, inshallah, you have 3 minutes to present your idea, and then, inshallah, we'll have a discussion, inshallah, together.
The project that we are presenting to you is the Shia Salah project. Now, the project was undertaken initially because we were approached by a lady who was a reward, and she was from a Hindu background and did not know how to recite Salah. So initially when she approached us, she said that she wanted to learn the Salah, but she couldn't go 3 times a day to an alima or somebody to learn how to recite Salah. We had a lot of reverts from East Africa as well, wanted to learn Salah. So we started a website in which there were animated pictures and audios and people could listen along. Now the aim and objective of that was 2 or 3-fold. One, we had a couple of elderly people who we had talked to who had dementia. And there were others we knew about who had Alzheimer's, who had forgotten some of the ways of reciting their Salah. So our aim was to allow them to continue reciting their Salah despite their memory loss. And at the same time, we wanted to create something for the reverts to learn to recite the 5 daily prayers easily. And we also wanted to create a resource for madrasas, especially in villages and places where there are very few internet connectivity. We wanted an app that could be downloaded and used. So as we continued, we developed the Shia Salah app, which was available on both Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. And we also created the website. Now, as we created the website, we started deciding that if we are doing the 5 daily Salahs, why not do something else as well? Why not create the other Salahs like Salatul Layl, Salatul Ghufayla, the du'as after the Salahs, the du'a after Adhan, before Iqama, the Adhan and Iqama itself. So as we went along, the project got bigger and bigger. Our aim for the project is to, going forward, we want to increase the scope of this website. We want to improve the website. We want to advertise the website. There is a need for those who are reverts to learn their Salah, and there is a need for it in other languages as well.
Thank you so much, brother. May Allah bless you.
First and foremost, it's very difficult to critique such a noble cause, and without doubt, whoever's involved in this will be getting Sawab Jariyah, without doubt. But our aim here is not to judge you purely on the idea itself, but also to talk to you a little bit about the sort of nuts and bolts around that. So the £10,000 that inshallah you'll be winning for this idea, what will you spend that on?
So there is, we want to obviously translate it into various different languages, and that entails a cost of designing the website, getting the translation work done, recording the different videos in the different languages.
I remember when I learned my Salah, I obviously had to learn it from a teacher. We are talking about 1960s. When I came to United Kingdom in 1977, we started the first madrasa, and the need was to create a video, VHS video, demonstrating the Salah. This is something desperately useful. Perhaps it already exists, I don't know, I haven't researched. But I think your starting statement was that there was a Hindu wanting to learn, so for a revert. So let's just remain focused to that. Yes, I know you then added more Salah, you said we wanted to show it to the madrasa, etc. What sort of success have you had with that revert community in London, just geographically in London, or maybe within 5 months where you live? Tell me, what activity have you had to actually introduce other reverts to it?
This project was mainly run from Dar es Salaam. So in London, we haven't had focus, but we have had some uptake in Germany. So 211 times the app has been downloaded in Germany. We don't have a breakdown of how many of them were reverts and how many of them were Shias already. But I know that for a fact that in Tanzania and in Kenya, the local Bilal Muslim mission is using this to teach reverts, but we don't have exact numbers of how many.
I think, of course, when you have an app that or a website that teaches Salah, that's definitely a noble thing. But I'm just wondering, why do you need a website? Why do you need all this? Isn't YouTube the best place to place all this? Why are you replicating something that, having a website and putting videos there and information, whereas you can put everything in YouTube, where people actually go to YouTube first before they go to anywhere else?
Given that YouTube is a vast platform accessible to all, has Mustafa considered the potential opportunities it offers?
The problem was occurring. So, for example, in Bilal Kenya and Bilal Tanzania, for example, they have villages which have centers who are of reverts. Now, people don't have a continuous internet connectivity over there so that they can continuously download YouTube or watch YouTube live. So with a web and an app, what they can do is they can download it once and then it's available to them even when they are offline. So that was one of the reasons, one of the thinking behind getting an app and the website as well. So once you have an app, you download it, it's with you. It doesn't matter whether you have internet or not.
I mean, you can download YouTube videos as well without, you don't need internet. So when they have internet, they can download the videos in YouTube and then see it whenever they want.
Yeah, no, I had exactly the same thing sort of written down. I mean, the other thing is, one of the criteria that we have is how is this a sustainable business or a sustainable idea? Once you've burnt through the £10,000 in cash that you may win, what happens next? Do you have a revenue stream through which you can sustain this idea and keep it growing and scaling? Or is it just a case of asking for donations at every step?
So once the initial website and app in one language is created, then there is not much more expense apart from advertising or hosting. So then it is a question of a couple of hundred, which we have organizations who have servers already and they're hosting for us free of charge. So there is once you have it established in one language, the Salah doesn't change obviously. And then there is no additional cost apart from advertising as much as you want.
I can see definitely a potential for that, but I do think we need to, it lacks the revenue stream for it to generate continuously money so that it can grow. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help you to, inshallah, make it, develop it even more, inshallah. May Allah bless you.
Shukran.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Jazakallah.
Jazakallah khair, inshallah.
That was exciting. Do you think the panelists were engaged with the idea?
I really think they did, and I especially like the idea of Sheikh Hilli, who said that he would be willing to engage with us and give us more guidance and advice on how we can make this even more better, and we can serve even the different purposes, like teaching people more about Islam and the Quran.
Inshallah. Well, I wish you the best of luck, and hopefully we'll see you in another round.
Thank you very much.
Amidst a chorus of praises from the panelists, MashaAllah, the idea is hailed as a commendable initiative to assist newcomers in the religion. However, did it truly resonate and touch the hearts of the discerning panelists?
I just did a quick YouTube search.
Yeah.
I said, Shia Salah.
Yeah.
Got very few videos.
To be honest, I did a search for Shia Salah on apps.
Yeah.
And this was the only one.
Yeah. So that.
But if you look at the amount of money being spent on the app, instead, if they use that money
on YouTube.
to put it on YouTube, there would be a huge overhead spend that they can cut out completely.
I would have been sold if he was to come and say, we're doing all this on YouTube.
Yeah.
Right. But we need the money to do the videoing.
That's right.
And the editing.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's exactly.
I would have been sold.
Today unfolded with a stellar lineup of contestants, presenting 4 remarkable projects dedicated to benefiting the Muslim community in the UK and beyond. Which projects have truly captured the hearts of the panelists, earning a chance to advance into the semi-finals?
May Allah bless you. All your commitment and enthusiasm was very evident So, all your ideas were amazing. The judges, we discussed it carefully. But unfortunately, we have the hard job of choosing 2 people to go to the next round, which is the semi-finals. We wish all of you can go to the semi-finals, but unfortunately, we can't. So 2 people today will leave us, and 2 people will progress towards the semi-finals, inshallah. But you're all winners. Yes, you're all winners. MashaAllah, you have amazing ideas, and then I'm pretty sure all of them will progress into something amazing. Okay, so we start with Brother Mustafa. Thank you for the idea. What was really interesting is there is a need in the community for such an app, and there is a need for us to showcase or show people around the world, and these basic things that we take for granted, such as salah and things like that. But there are others who don't know these things. So it's amazing what you guys have done. However, there was no revenue generation in the idea, and also we felt that it's not really sustainable for us to invest in or anything. But still, it was a great idea. Sister Suhayla, may Allah bless you. Again, it was a great idea. It was evident that it was researched very well. Looks like you had a lot of experience. Obviously, you presented this idea with a product. So we saw the product right in front of us, and we were in awe of the product itself. And it's a great brand. We all thought it was a great brand. However, it's not unique. And there are other organizations that are doing something very similar. So, why start a new organization? Why can't you collaborate with others? And that is something that the judges found, that's something that is a disadvantage in this particular case. Sister Zainab, mashallah, you have a great commercial background, and you've done amazing. And the idea of debating and public speaking is exactly what we need, especially our children. Our children need to be trained how to be confident in speaking, how to debate out there. However, you missed out the whole idea of the product itself in your presentation, which we found quite important. You explained a lot about your history, but at the end we were all confused into what is it that you want to sell here. So that was an important thing that was missed out. Sisters Zahra and Sister Batul, may Allah bless you. Passion. It was very evident the commitment and passion you had in your presentation, and obviously the product, we saw it. We loved it. It's a great product, mashallah. And of course, you have an established organization, which is brilliant, and is exactly what we want to see. However, you have a very low profit margin, and it's financially not really sustainable. The judges discussed that, we would have loved to see a higher volume perhaps of sales, higher financial sort of revenue at the end, where it can make it sustainable in the future. So it's decision time. As I said, 2 people will join us and join us in the next round, which is the semi-final round. And unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to 2 people. So I'm going to ask the following people to step forward, please. Brother Mustafa. Sisters Zahra and Batul. Painful, isn't it? Commiserations to Sister Suhayla and Sister Zainab. You will be joining us in the next round. I'm very sorry for Brother Mustafa and Sister Zainab and Sister Zahra and Batul. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you extra strength and support, inshallah, to continue in your projects.
Thank you to the panelists for the opportunity to come back, inshallah. And well done to you guys. Your ideas are fantastic, and may Allah bless you all.
Yeah, I'd like to say thank you again. It has honestly been one of the most amazing experiences of my life. So to have this platform in itself is beautiful, and to meet amazing people along the way as well, and connect with them and hear their ideas, and then also hear what you have to say about it, because it's all in our heads, but then when we voice it, you know, we learn so much more. And I'll definitely take on board what everyone said, and inshallah you'll see something better.
But for those who are going back home, please don't be disheartened. You're doing an amazing job, genuinely. But we have a difficult job of choosing two people. But you guys should go back home very proud, with head high, very proud. So very well done. May Allah be with you. Ahsant. Thank you so much. May Allah bless you, inshallah.
It went surprisingly well. We got through.
I feel great. It was definitely a very immersive experience. I'm just so grateful that we had this opportunity.
It's a little disappointing, but at the end of the day, we still got up there, did something quite big, stepped outside of our comfort zone, and still showcased our business.
It was touch and go there for a minute. I wasn't expecting to go through, but alhamdulillah, we made it to the next round.
Alhamdulillah, I think that went very well. I was very grateful for the opportunity to showcase the product that we have created.
I think our main goal was to spread awareness and to serve Al-Bayt alayhim as-salam, and I think we achieved that, so I feel really happy leaving, actually.
I'm going to spend most of the hours I have in the next week researching how to market our product and how to bring it back so that they can't ask me any questions about how I'm going to spend this £10,000, inshallah.